All right, guys, this is a quick video on outreach link velocity. And when I'm talking about outreach in this context, in this video, I'm talking about a process system for email outreach to get backlinks. I'm talking about mass email outreach. Now let's go back to the golden ratio. We always want to have more social signals than we do backlinks and more traffic than we do to both of those things. And in beginning phases like sandbox phase, this is very important to make sure we're dripping in backlinks. So again, this is what we're aiming for, having more traffic than social signals and backlinks. Mass email outreach campaigns can cause links to pour in. So if you're doing something like skyscraper outreach, or you've identified 200 link prospects to get a link on, even if you have like a fairly crappy campaign, that can yield, out of 200 emails that you send, that can yield about, 20 to 30 people that follow up and say, yeah, I'm down for your link. So what are you going to do with those links? You're not going to say no to them. So the suggestion is to eventually do this. Delay your outreach until you're out of the sandbox. So until you've jumped out of the sandbox, don't go ahead and start doing email outreach campaigns if you really want to be meticulous and perfect about your link velocity in the sandbox phase. Wait for the first traffic spike. This is something you'll easily notice. All of a sudden one day your keywords jump up. You'll see sudden ranking increases where everything pops from page 6 to page 1 or page 2. Then you're out of the sandbox, and then at that point you can begin your outreach campaign once you're in the intermediate phase or the trustworthy phase of your website's development. So what does that mean in the sandbox phase? How are you going to get backlinks during this time? Well, there's still different ways to do spotted outreach. So you don't need to run a 20,000 email outreach campaign to get a few backlinks here and there. You can send spotted emails to really high profile sites that you would like to get links from, ones that require a little bit more effort and a little bit more care. And sometimes perhaps you need to submit your content through a write for us form or some kind of application form, something like that. Those typically take more time, but if you put in the care and the attention to doing it, then you can control when they come in. You can land these links, and these are nice ones, high trust links to get in the beginning phases anyways. You can also use vendors at this point in time where you're just buying one at a time and you have a trusted turnaround time when you can expect the link to come in. So just a quick summary, just don't do massive, crazy, balls to the wall outreach in the sandbox phase. You could end up building way too many links and then delaying the amount of time it takes to move on to the next stage, which is the trustworthy stage. Another tip is to link to everything. Now, I've said this before, but don't just link to your money pages. With your email outreach, it's going to be a lot easier to link to your blog posts as well, because people like to link to non-commercial content much more easy than they do to best of reviews and stuff like that. If it's truly a nice informational guide on the benefits of vitamin C serum, when people are talking about, the magical properties of fruits in one of their articles, yeah, that is an upgrade to their article to link to something like your piece of non-commercial content. But linking to something commercial is harder to get, so people are typically more stingy about those links. So make sure you're trying to get links to everything on your site. This also comes into a major ranking bonus, as you'll see in the kitchen sink module, site size explosions. I'll save that for you for later. We do have an exception though with age domains. So if you do want to start your site on an age domain, this is a crapshoot. It's not 100% guaranteed. You do have an exception to this link velocity rule. Age domains, meaning a year or more, can handle a fast link velocity. And so you can start your outreach process before you're outside the repurposing sandbox. What's the repurposing sandbox? So let's say I bought a website and it was about fitness, for example. And then I want to start this new website about golf, right? So there's a certain amount of time that it takes for Google to figure out, okay, this isn't a fitness website anymore, it's a golf website. That's called the repurposing sandbox. But the point here is you don't need to delay your outreach until you're outside this repurposing sandbox. You can start right away because they are age domains.